Hey everyone, welcome back to PastorChef for 2023, Duncan.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you. It's great to see you again, mate.
Yep.
Now, we're cooking something good today, right?
Today we are cooking a pad thai.
Pad Thai.
Pad thai.
Pad Thai.
It's a pad thai.
Enjoy, let's do it.
So, with a pad thai...
No. Before we get to Pad Thai, apparently we need to be encouraging you to subscribe on YouTube.
True.
So there's a little button below, you can subscribe. And
Oh yeah.
hitting the bell is apparently important too. If you can do that, that would be great. Then you know about the next episodes that are coming out. Also, we're on Instagram. Got some fun stuff happening on there. So check it out.
Cool.
Pad Thai.
Pad thai.
What a favourite.
It is. It's a Thai favourite, and it's one of the best dishes that I love to eat. It's just so Moorish and delicious. But before I start that, what are we talking about today,
Mate,
Andy?
today we are going to, a bit later in the episode, talk about friendship. We're going to talk about friends and the importance of friends and that whole dynamic of companionship.
Great. Cool. It's good to have friends.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, mate, you tell me this is an easy dish.
This
something
is
that
an
I
easy
can
dish.
cook at home. Something that everyone can cook at home.
Anyone can cook this dish at home, and the most important thing, guys, is just to have everything prepared and ready to go before you start cooking.
Let's do it.
It's so simple. You're going to cook this completely today. I'm not going to do any cooking.
Okay, we'll see how that goes. And another point, my son has actually cooked this dish already. He knows what he's doing. I am learning. So let's do it.
You've got to reach the bar.
I've got a bar to reach.
I know.
From my 10-year-old son.
That's right. Okay. So we've got a hot pan here.
Yep.
First thing I'm going to do is just put some oil in. So just
You
some
can do that
normal
then.
vegetable oil. Very simple. Okay.
You do that.
Okay, the first thing we're going to put into here is the garlic. So we've got about 2 cloves of garlic.
Yep, straight in.
Yep, straight in. Just crushed so that it releases the flavour. And one ingredient in pad thai is egg. And a lot of people think the egg should go last. But it actually goes first.
Okay.
So the egg can go in there with the garlic. Yep. And all we need to do is just stir that and scramble it up. And then you'll have little pieces of egg through the pad thai.
I can get on that now.
Yeah, absolutely. Go for it.
Really busting this egg up, eh?
Yep, absolutely. Just
that
so,
garlic.
yeah, and all the aromatic smell from the garlic will come
already.
out.
Yeah.
You're already smelling it?
Yep.
And we just keep on cooking until that egg is completely cooked. Do you have a lot of friends?
I think I've got a few friends, but there's different classes of friends, isn't there? You know,
There is.
you have some close friends, and then you have some acquaintances, and you have some extended friends, and then you got family who sometimes are friends and sometimes not so close friends. So yeah,
And you know what
wide
I
range.
love? You know what I love is a friend that's there, even if you don't speak to them for a long time,
totally.
and then you reconnect,
Yeah, it's amazing. Isn't
and
it?
like
yeah.
it's like time didn't pass. They're a real true friend.
Yes, absolutely. And they can be new friends, and they, like old friends mostly they are, but they can be new friends as well. That
Yeah.
you just find a new friend and then click like that.
Absolutely. Well, I consider you a friend.
Oh, you too, mate. You too.
Okay, eggs cooked. We just throw in those prawns now. So the prawns go in.
The old banana prawns.
Yep, tiger prawns. These are tiger prawns. Actually, banana prawns are fine. Tiger prawns are good as well. And you don't need to let me say that again. You don't need to cook them all the way through at this point, because when you're cooking a pad thai, we still need to wait for the noodles to cook and the vegetables to cook, and those prawns will continue to cook. So don't worry too much about them cooking at the very beginning.
Okay. Great.
Okay.
Looking good.
It's looking good, but it's not really frying that fast, is it?
Not really that quickly.
Not really
But
that
can you
quickly.
use different protein in here?
Absolutely. So you could use chicken in here, you could use beef or pork, or even vegetarian if you wanted to put some mushrooms would be great as well.
Yeah.
And getting back to that not being too hot, don't worry about that, because a lot of people at home don't have a really hot pan. So just be patient and it will definitely get there. Okay, so with those prawns, the next thing we're going to put in there, Andy, is just a little bit of noodle.
You're trying to flip the prawns over.
You're trying to flip the prawns?
That's okay.
You want some tongs?
No, it's all good.
Okay. Now before we put the noodles in, I want to show everyone, this is pad thai noodles, the way they come. They're rice stick noodles.
Yep.
And you can see that they're translucent, so you can actually see through them. And the biggest mistake we make when we're cooking pad thai is quite often people will boil them in water. And when you boil them, they actually become gluggy and soggy and you don't get a good pad thai. The key is actually to soak them overnight in cold water.
Right, okay.
So if you want to show everyone these ones, Andy.
So that requires some preparation.
Yeah, a little bit of preparation.
Thinking about it the day before.
Yeah, so you can see that the noodles are still uncooked, but they're actually opaque now, so they're no longer translucent.
Nice. Yeah, great.
And the water's actually soaked into the centre of the noodle.
Okay.
And the noodles go straight in the pan.
And this is a supermarket noodle, or
you can
go specialty place for this?
No, absolutely. You can buy rice stick noodles from most good supermarkets, and of course Asian supermarkets.
Yep. Great.
Yep.
I'm surprised. Look at those tiger prawns.
Yep.
With the tail goes orange.
The tail goes orange, yeah.
And it was blue.
It was. Prawns do change colour.
Oh my goodness.
And it's actually a good indication to say that the prawns are cooking, which is a good thing.
I think everyone at home thinks I'm a bit of an idiot. I don't know these things. But hey, I'm learning, guys. All right?
You're not an idiot, mate.
No, come on, we're just learning.
Next ingredient, we've got some pickled daikon. So this one here is like a long white radish that's been chopped up and pickled in sugar and salt.
Okay.
And that just adds a nice little bite and a salty punch. Right. And then we've got some tofu there. Actually, this is bean curd. So you could use fresh tofu, but the bean curd is a bit firmer, so it's easy to sort of stir and doesn't break up.
Uh-huh.
Do you like tofu and bean curd?
I'm totally fine with that. Yeah,
Cool.
absolutely.
No tomato in this dish, so Andy's good.
All right.
Now, the next thing we need to do before we add our quick cooking vegetables is to make our sauce.
Okay.
So you've got some tamarind over there. This one here. Yeah, sorry, I shouldn't just assume that you know what tamarind is. Tamarind is a very sour fruit. So it's very similar to putting lime juice or lemon juice. And tamarind is a key ingredient in pad thai.
Right.
So you can tip all of that in. So we've got about 2 tablespoons of tamarind there.
Yeah.
And with Thai food, do you remember what the balances are?
Salty and sweet, mate.
Good. Salty, sweet, and the sour that we've got in there. So the sweet there, Andy, we've got some brown sugar.
Yeah.
2 tablespoons.
Same as the
straight in.
And I'll give it a stir.
So for our salt, we're going to add some fish sauce.
Okay.
So,
I'll let you do that bit.
So we're just going to mimic the same amount there. So about 2 tablespoons of fish sauce. Stop. Thank you, Chef.
No worries.
And just for a little bit of gloss and shininess on there as well, we're just going to add a little bit of good quality oyster sauce. And that would be enough. You can see the noodles have become shiny.
Yeah, great.
You're doing great, buddy.
It's looking really good, mate.
Smells
really
good too, doesn't it?
Yeah. I love that it really is a get home from work. Once, get the noodles going the day before.
Yep.
And then just get home from work and just pop it on.
That's right.
And it's as quick as that.
Get the family involved. Each one can chop up a different ingredient. Excellent. So now, last few ingredients. We've got some, this one here is carrot and wombok cabbage or Chinese cabbage.
Yep.
Just finely shredded. This one here is some garlic chives, really important dish, but you could use just normal onion chives if you don't have garlic chives.
Yep.
And some bean shoots, the first one here, mate. Bean shoots are nice and crunchy.
I know what bean shoots are.
Sorry?
I know what bean shoots are.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm experienced with bean shoots. Sorry, mate. Sorry.
You don't have to throw them at me.
Sorry.
Okay. So all we do now, because the noodles are actually cooked by that steam coming through the noodle, these vegetables, you want them to stay nice and crunchy. Guess what?
We're done.
Yeah, apart from stirring it for about another minute,
Yeah.
it's done.
That is so easy.
Okay, so
And then you obviously we've given it a couple of minutes for these prawns to be cooked. They don't traditionally take that long to cook. How do you know if your prawn is cooked or not?
just by firmness. So number one, like you said, it should go orange. But if it's nice and firm when you touch it, it's cooked through. So nice and crunchy.
Yeah, great.
Mate, that looks amazing. You did
Looks
that.
good.
How good is that?
Well, I haven't tried it yet, but it's pretty easy to make as a start.
And after you've subscribed, you can check out the recipe below as well, so that you can have it all pre-prepared and cook it for dinner. So simple.
Love it, mate. Thank you for giving us that.
Mate, before we present, I'm going to turn this off. Before we present this,
Yeah.
you're talking before about today's work.
Yes, about friendship. And we're going to present this and we're going to have something special after that to be able to show you. We haven't tried it yet, so just chill out and we'll see how it goes. But friendship and how important friendship is, and I think it's a God-given thing for us to have companions, to have others to be around. And we say it in church a lot. We say we are made for each other. People are made for each other. We're made for God first and foremost, but to be around others as well. And so when we think about friendship, we think about companionship and we think about Jesus. Not often do we associate Jesus with our friend all the time. Who is Jesus to you, mate? What are some other words that you'd use?
Yeah, well, Lord.
Yeah.
And Saviour.
Yeah.
A companion, someone I can trust, someone I can talk to, someone I believe in, and someone I feel secure with.
It's relationally, isn't it?
Right.
And some people will use the word king to talk about Jesus as well. And so it's interesting that we have a king, but we can also call him friend.
Right.
And it's not only us that we get to call Jesus friend. He is my friend, absolutely, and I'm sure yours as well, as we have that relationship with him. But it's not actually us going to Jesus. He came to us first. And I want to read this passage for us out of John. And it says this: "This is my commandment, that you love one another as I have loved you. Greater love has no one than this, that someone lay his life down for his friends." And as we stop there, that's a big call, right? That greater love has no end than this, that lay your life down for your friends. And that is exactly what Jesus was saying was coming. That his love for us was so great that he would lay his life down for us, his friends. And he goes on and says this: "You are my friends if you do what I command you. No longer do I call you servants, for the servant does not know what his master is doing, but I have called you friends. For all that I have heard from my Father, I have made known to you." And so he has called us friend. I think that's a wonderful thing, that he is inviting us into that level of relationship with him. And what do you do with a friend that you really enjoy? You spend more time with them.
Right.
And you want to do that.
Cool.
And so that is again part of that basis of wanting to spend more time with Jesus. It's not just so that we learn more, not just so that he can help us with our needs. It's because he is a friend.
Right.
And it's out of the purity of that relationship that we want to spend time with him.
That's so cool. It's quite often you'll because God is Lord. It can be slightly overwhelming to sort of say Lord, but that concept that Jesus on his path would stop and spend time, and talk, and help, and work together is just incredible. It's just such a very, like you said, a friendship. It's an even playing field thing, and to have that trust given to you is just unbelievable.
Yeah, it is a beautiful thing. And so for you, as you go and as we hear this today, I mean, we're talking about cooking a meal, we're talking about enjoying that together as a family or as friends or whoever you're able to get together with, but it's that time that we spend. And so each day, can I encourage you, if you have a relationship with Jesus, spend time with him. Spend time with him as your friend as well as your king. If you don't, he is open to more friends, and that is a wonderful thing about Jesus. His relationship with him is open, and you can find out more about what it is to follow Jesus by emailing us and getting in contact with us as well. So I hope that's encouraging for you.
It's very encouraging. It's encouraging for me.
Good, mate. Good. It's good to hear. Mate, this is looking really good. I want to plate it up, and then we've got something special to show you.
Sure, no worries. We'll grab one of those black bowls there.
Yep.
And this is just a very simple way to plate up a pad thai. So we're just going to take some of that noodle. Oh, don't you love steam?
Look at that.
I'm just going to do a small portion here for you, Andy.
Great.
Because I want you to be able to eat the next one. I'm making a mess of this. Okay. And we'll put a couple of the prawns on top.
Yeah.
A little bit more noodle. And some of that beautiful vegetable.
Yeah.
And then to garnish a pad thai, if you just want to put a little sprinkle of peanuts on the side there, Andy.
On the side?
Yeah, just a sprinkle, or you could sprinkle them over the top, however you like to have
enough?
them. Yep. And then a few fresh bean shoots on top.
Yep.
And a lime wedge, which you can squeeze over the top so you can get that nice fresh sourness.
Well, just put it on there or squeeze it?
On it, whatever you like.
There you go.
There you go. And also some of those green chives, those garlic chives on top.
This is the fancy stuff.
Yeah, just garlic chives. So that's a really simple way just to present a pad thai for the family, an individual bowl. They can squeeze it and add some chili if they wanted to.
Love it.
But I'm going to clean this pan and then show you a little trick.
Bonus coming up.
Yep.
All right, we're back, and you're going to teach us something. You're going to have a crack.
I'm going to have a crack.
And we're going to see if we're going to have a real crack. Now, what do we got?
I've normally done this in a wok.
Okay.
So this is going to be slightly different. But
Disclaimer right there.
Disclaimer, chef's never done this before in this pan. So just with a hot non-stick pan, just a very light spray of oil. And then what we're going to do is I've got some egg just beaten up. I've got about 4 or 5 eggs beaten up really well into a squeezy bottle. Now in Thailand they use a special tool that sort of rains it out in all these drops, but we're cooking at home, right? So when we've got that pan hot, we're just going to quickly go across with the egg and just create like a net. And then we're going to go across this way here, back and forth, one around the outside, and just a few more through the center to give it strength.
Okay.
Like that. There we go. And then we're going to just leave that to cook.
Okay.
So the idea is that net will cook bind together, and then we can place it just on top of the pad thai, or you can wrap the pad thai inside it. So, what do you think?
So this, well, look, I think if you're going to present with this at home, you're really going for bonus points with the people that you've got sitting there, aren't you?
Yeah.
Mate, I'm thinking there are some people in our church that might be able to have a crack at this and be quite successful with it.
Give it a go.
Some skilled people. I reckon. Give it a go. Send one of us a photo.
We're going to have like an egg net competition.
Egg net, yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Okay, so all we're going to do now is just wait for that egg to cook.
Yeah.
Just lift it from the edge.
It's getting there.
See that? So it's just becoming non-stick.
Yes.
If you move it too early, it's not going to work. So we need to make sure that the egg actually
Well,
comes
I can
through.
see, like, with some of even the thin areas there, that might be a bit difficult, eh?
It's very critical. So then
It looks amazing, mate. It's perfect. It's perfect.
Okay, see, that's what friends do. They're honest with each other.
Oh, look, that's a big part of it, isn't it?
I don't need a bowl.
Oh, okay.
So now,
Clearly, I don't know what you're doing.
what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to put the pad thai, not all of it, but just some of it. You could do this individual serve, so about as much as you would give one person, if you like. Just in there like that. There we go. Ooh. And then it's just a matter of taking that cooked egg net that's in here and very carefully folding it over top like that. See that?
I'm impressed, mate. Now, do you want a bowl?
I'm impressed.
Put it on the plate.
I'm going to put it on the plate. This is where I'm a bit concerned. Okay, we're just going to take it to this edge.
Drum roll. Hey, look at that. Well done, Duncan.
So there
Good
you
job.
go. Now, any chef can't finish a dish without garnishing. So Andy, peanuts.
A little bit of peanuts.
Let's sprinkle them over the top.
Like that?
Why not? Let's be creative.
A bit more?
Yep. And then the bean shoots and the garlic chives, the lime.
Bean shoots on the top
Yep.
there.
Why not?
And the garlic chives.
On top. Sprinkle them on top.
Is
And
that
the lime
sprinkled
wedge.
enough? The lime wedge, where? On like the side here or something?
It's getting creative.
Grind it up. And then what about the flour?
That is a flower from our garden. Why not? Edible flowers, all the rage. So there we go, guys.
Woohoo.
2 different ways to present your pad thai. Standard or in an egg net.
Woohoo.
There you go.
Well done. And like we said, everyone, don't forget to subscribe. The next video is coming out on a weekly-ish basis at the moment. Hit the bell, and we'll see you in the next one. Enjoy.
See you guys.